Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Dan Brown. What another beautiful day out there today. Temperatures have warmed. We're at 81 right now in Springfield. The difference today, though, compared to yesterday in terms of our readings, we're very close to where we were, but now we have the dew points in the 40s, so it's a drier feel with that breeze that's been kicking in as well. So it's actually a little bit more comfortable out there with that, just that brilliant blue sky as the breeze has picked up out of the northwest as a weak, I shouldn't say weak front, a dry front moved through. We just had a few clouds. That's about it, because that front will bring in cooler temperatures for the weekend. We'll feel them later tonight. But right now, readings are generally running in the 70s across the area. If you are headed to the fairgrounds later this afternoon into the evening, by 6 o'clock, we're in the mid-70s. By 8, mid-60s. You can see we're cooling pretty efficiently here, upper 50s by 10 o'clock. And by tomorrow morning, we're going to be down in the low to mid-40s across the area. Clear skies, just a delightful evening out at the Big E. It is New Hampshire Day. Sunset at 6:52. So bring the light jacket. You're not going to need it till probably after sundown or so. Clear skies. Your satellite radar composite showing nothing going on across western Mass. We had a few clouds with the passage of that front. But that front has brought no rain to the area, just a few clouds, and now tons of clear sky and sunshine. Still hanging on to the 80-degree readings. Look at Springfield at 81. Boston has popped to 81 as well. Yesterday, they were in the upper 60s, but that wind, it's a land breeze, so it brings the warmer temperatures right to the shoreline. Winds have been blowing about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the dew points have been ticking down, and they'll continue to go down. Notice the blue to the north. That's that drier air that's going to continue to work on in. You can see the orange. This is where dew points are near 60 along the shoreline, but with our flow coming in out of the northwest, that autumnal feel is going to be with us. You can see we've had a few wind gusts between 20 and 25 miles per hour. By the way, there's an elevated brush fire risk still in effect for a few more hours with the low relative humidities and the gusty breezes. And of course, we've been very dry. Here's your 24. This is at 7 o'clock. You can see already temperatures dipping into the upper 60s. By midnight, we're in the 50s. By tomorrow morning, we're going to settle into the low to mid 40s across the area, maybe even some upper 30s across Berkshire County and up along Route 2. I think the lower valley temperatures in the low to mid 40s. So a chilly start to your day tomorrow. Tons of sunshine. Beautiful day tomorrow. It's going to have more of that fall feel. If you're sitting outside tomorrow heading to the Big E, just make sure you still have that sunscreen as well. So with temperatures topping off near 70, may need the light jacket throughout the day tomorrow with even an early October feel. Now, with temperatures falling tomorrow night in a clear sky, we're going to see readings going down perhaps into the 30s in a few spots come Sunday morning. So there's your elevated fire danger. It's for this afternoon because the wind's gusting to 25. Relative humidity is really falling off. And of course, we have the sunshine and it's been very dry. So it just means that any brush fire that starts has the potential to spread quickly this afternoon. Here's your weather headlines. Cool, sunny weekend, touch of frost perhaps Saturday night into Sunday morning. No killing frost or a freeze or anything like that. Temperatures just about everywhere will stay above 32. There just might be a couple little spots across maybe northern Berkshire County up along Route 2 that could dip into the mid-30s. Next rain chance comes in here on Tuesday. That's where we could see some showers. And with that, we're going to start to turn more humid and warmer too. 3 days away from the official start of autumn, which is on Monday. Officially at 2:19, that's when the sun's direct rays are right over the equator. And then, of course, it's fall, so they're moving away from the northern hemisphere. Hence why our days get shorter and eventually we cool off. Average first frost, by the way, is between September 25th and October 5th for Franklin County. I should say the Berkshires and the hill towns, parts of Franklin County. But for the valley, from Greenfield to Springfield, it's between October 1st and October 10th. I don't think we're going to see any frost in the lower valley. Meanwhile, we are tracking Tropical Storm Gabrielle. We are now past the peak of the height of the hurricane season. We're still up there, but as we go through September, the odds of storms climatologically go down. But we have about 45% left of the hurricane season. And we do have a tropical storm out there. It's Tropical Storm Gabrielle with top winds of 50 miles per hour. But as you can see, here's the eastern seaboard. This storm system is not going to come anywhere near the United States. It's going to take that hook out to sea as it gets caught up in the cold fronts that swing and prevent this storm system from moving through. See that island right there? That's Bermuda. It looks like Bermuda might get grazed by it Sunday into Monday, but likely hurricane force winds will stay offshore as that thing stays off to the east. Every line here represents what one particular model is forecasting for the track of the storm. When you see that lined up like this, pretty good consistency here that this storm system is staying way out at sea. So we look for the next possible storm. This would be about a 20% chance we have this cluster of downpours and thunderstorms making its way off the African coast. It's going to slide to the east. We'll see how that develops. Right now it's Gabrielle. Next up would be Umberto. That's next up, the H-named storm. Front went through already. Now the cooler, drier air beginning to work on in. High pressure will supply us with the sunshine tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday as well. As high pressure dips to the south, it's going to bring in more of a southerly flow on Monday, and that'll bring our temperatures up into the mid-70s for the first day of fall. But the next 3 days, it looks fantastic. It'll stay nice and dry. We get muggy, though, Tuesday and Wednesday with more of that summertime feel coming in at that point. So about 70, 72 in Springfield. Elsewhere across southern New England, a lot of 60s. From Springfield south in the valley, it'll be in the lower 70s. But as you can see, Pittsfield, Worcester, Boston, the Cape and the Islands, it'll be in the 60s with that cool feel. And Sunday, more or less the same, maybe a degree or two warmer on Sunday. So your Saturday starts in the low to mid 40s tomorrow. If you have a tag sale or any events early, maybe going out for a long run tomorrow morning, it's going to be delightful for that. Just you can leave the light jacket if you're going to be sitting out tomorrow morning or really throughout the day. And it's Sunday morning, could be a couple of degrees cooler. And then we're in the low to mid 70s in the afternoon, 68 to about 73. I mean, that's some really nice stuff. Warm up next week will prevail. Temperatures will be going up. Your next weather maker is a system that comes through either late Tuesday, Tuesday night, Wednesday. It's the middle of next week. That's our next rain chance here. We'll see how much rain actually occurs, but it's still several days out. But that would be the next chance for some unsettled weather Tuesday into perhaps Wednesday as the front heads our way. But as you can see, the next 3 days, it's fantastic. And then it's more or less Tuesday, probably late in the day. Out ahead of it, that southerly flow brings up the dew point, so it's muggy. And if we see enough sunshine, it'll pop over 80 again. Then Wednesday, it's still muggy. Probably still a few showers around. Temperatures in the 70s, more cloud cover perhaps. And then Thursday looks nice, a little bit drier. We might have a couple of rain chances the end of next week into next weekend. But again, that is still a long way off. The next 3 days, get out and enjoy. It's going to be great weather. Heading over to the fairgrounds of the Big E. We're 8 for 8. By the time this stretch is done, we're going to be 11 for 11 before we have our next rain chance. All right, everybody, that's a look at your forecast. We're going to have a complete look at the forecast and, of course, all of today's news coming up at 4 o'clock. We'll see you then.